So this presentation is with regards to the subtraction of matrices. And we dealt with the introduction and the addition of matrices in 2 previous videos. So now it says that in order to add, well, this is a typo. That's supposed to be subtract. So that must be a copy and paste from the addition, but it was not edited. So let's resume. In order to subtract matrices, they must be of the same size. Okay, so just like addition, subtraction of matrices must be of the same size also. So you can only subtract a 2 by 2 and another 2 by 2. Okay, you can only subtract a 2 by 1 from another 2 by 1, and so forth and so forth. So once both matrices are of the same size, you simply subtract the elements that are located in the same position. So here it says A minus D is not possible. So let's look at what it's talking about. This is A is a 2 by 2, 2 rows and 2 columns. And D is a 1 by 2, 1 row, 2 columns. Okay, the negative 3 is a column, the negative 2 by itself is another column. So 1 row and 2 columns. So you cannot subtract a 1 by 2 from a 2 by 2. Okay. So as it says there in example, find A minus B. So A minus B is possible because both A and B are 2 by 2s. Because it says once both matrices are of the same size, you must simply subtract the elements that are located in the same position. So they must have the same number of elements and they must be in the same positions. So this only applies here to A and B. And here is the working. And here is A minus B is a 2 by 2 minus another 2 by 2. So subtraction is possible. So you subtract the elements that occupy the same position. So as we say, 7 occupies row 1, column 1. And negative 4 occupies row 1, column 1 also. So 7 subtract a negative 4. Here it is. Negative 1 subtract a 5. Here it is. 3 subtract 2. Here it is. And 0 subtract 1. Here it is. So 7 subtract a negative 4. So that is 7 plus 4, that's 11. Negative 1 subtract 5. So that means you're subtracting 1 and you're subtracting 5. You're going further on the negative side. So that's negative 6. A negative and a negative is another negative. Okay, bear in mind is a negative times a negative, that's a positive. So because those two negatives are facing each other, that's a times. So that's why it's 7 plus 4 is 11. But those two negatives are not facing each other. That's another negative and another negative. So your answer is a negative. You're taking out 1 and you're taking out 5. So you're taking out 6 in all. 3 subtract 2 is 1 and 0 subtract 1 is negative 1. So that's how you subtract matrices.